Hello, I'm Keith Johnstone, and this is my grasshopper dissection for the Bio-Olympiad. Now, starting off, grasshopper is an insect of the, it's an arthropod, and it is a mostly generalized insect, which is why we are doing it for this dissection. It has, like all insects, three main body segments: head, thorax, and abdomen. Three pairs of legs, each located on the different segments of the thorax: the prothorax, the mesothorax, and the metathorax. And you can tell that the specimen is an adult because it has fully functioning wings, two pairs, the forewing and the hind wing underneath the forewing. You can also tell that the specimen is a male due to its lack of an ovipositor and the claspers, which can be seen on the end of the abdomen. Now, I will begin to remove the leg, the jumping leg, from the metathorax. Place it on my second tray, grabbing it by its fused coxa-trochanter. Now, this grasshopper species has a fused coxa-trochanter at the base of the leg. A large femur on the jumping leg to allow it to propel itself when it lacks wings in its larval form and to get away from predators. Its tibia is long, spiny. The tarsus, the very end of the leg, and the tarsal claws, and a roleum at the very end of the tarsus itself. Now I will remove the other jumping leg in the pair and the two other pairs of legs from the grasshopper. Now, the grasshopper, being an arthropod, possesses an exoskeleton to prevent it from drying out and allow it to anchor muscles and grow larger than previous organisms which lacked any sort of skeletal structure. A problem with this, however, is that it's difficult to get gas exchange. So the grasshopper has tiny holes in the side of its abdomen, the spiracles, to allow for gas exchange. The spiracles connect the exterior environment with the interior environment of the grasshopper. Now I will pull off the wings for easier access to the abdomen later. And after that, I will begin to remove the various parts of the mouth of the grasshopper. Off the hind wing. Now, the head of the grasshopper, we'll remove the antenna. Grasshoppers, like most insects, have two large compound eyes. The front of the head, frons, has light receptors known as ocelli, then the clypeus, connecting the frons to the mouth. Now, the first part of the mouth is the labrum, a flap covering the mandibles, which I will remove and label. Underneath the labrum are the chewing apparatus of the mouth, the mandibles, which in grasshoppers are large and blunt and hard so that they can chew through the plants that they feed on. There's one of the mandibles, and other mandible. There. Labeling the mandibles. between the mandibles is the hypopharynx, which is used to secrete enzymes that aid in digestion. I will remove it and label it. There it is. And underneath the mandibles and hypopharynx is the first maxilla, a pair of them which contain palps to allow for the manipulation of the grasshopper's plant food to its mandibles and into its mouth. Now, I've also managed to remove the labium at the same time as one of the first maxilla, which saves me a bit of time. So the labium also contains palps like the first maxilla and is also known as the second maxilla because of its similar functioning. Now I will make an incision starting at the end of the abdomen above the spiracles and the seam between the two halves of the abdomen and work my way up the exoskeleton. Cutting through the abdominal segments. Now I've reached the tympanum, which is a hearing membrane on the grasshoppers. It is rather sensitive as they have to be able to detect the mating calls of other grasshoppers, which are produced by stridulation, using the back legs, rubbing them against the abdomen, producing the mating sounds. Cutting through the tympanum on the opposite side of the grasshopper, through the mesomethathorax, prothorax, right up until the head. And now I can remove the exoskeleton, severing the membrane connecting the prothorax to the head, remove the exoskeleton, and reveal the digestive tract in the grasshopper. As I remove the ventral side of the exoskeleton, look closely on the bottom of the exoskeleton. The ventral nerve cord can be found with ganglia at every abdominal section and thoracic section to allow for better control of the legs and abdominal sections. Now, have the entire digestive tract removed from the body of the grasshopper. Top, have the crop, which holds food as it's initially ingested. The digestive cecum separating the foregut from the midgut. In the midgut, the Malpighian tubules, which serve as kidneys do in humans in the insect, removing nitrogenous waste from the blood and filtering out other impurities. Now, we'll label the digestive tract. And that is my grasshopper dissection for the Biolympiad.